Hi everyone. So I want to talk to you about protection. Why it's so important, and also a way of doing it if you haven't explored that yet. Let me tell you that it is crucial. Goodness, I can't tell you how crucial it is to protect yourself. And I had to learn the hard way, because I had this in my mind like, oh, everything is love and light, butterflies and rainbows and unicorns, and truly we live in a duality world, and there's people that do harm. And there's people that might be very jealous for the fact that you're really happy in your life, and they project something onto you. And it has happened to me. I've had like cords attached to my being. And it even happened recently where I'm the most balanced I've ever been in my life, the happiest I've ever been in my life. So it can absolutely happen. And there's people that do work with black magic. So the thing about black magic is that you can also use it to do good things, but it's all about intention, right? So if somebody wants to harm you and you're vulnerable, it's going to happen. And you don't want that. You want to continue to raise your vibrations. But what happens is when you begin to release a lot of things, when something, let's say a trauma from childhood, comes out of your system, you become very vulnerable. Because first of all, if it's something super intense that is felt in your physical body, in your emotional body, in your mind, your entire organism is going to be super exhausted, which will make you very vulnerable. And from my experience, people have known when to send this, and however that works, I have no idea, because I don't work like that. But at one moment that I released something super deep, a cord attached to my solar plexus, and I saw it attaching, and it was quite frightening. So like I was saying, it's super important. You want to keep yourself protected at all times. And at the same time, you want to hold a sacred space for your own being to do its release and to expand itself. It doesn't have to be something so like, how do you call this? It can be something simple, right? It can be very, very simple. One of my friends from Las Vegas, her way of protecting herself is going into her snowsuit. She grew up like around snow, so for her she felt very protected, very safe. My own way of doing it is I dance with the light language. The light language starts channeling, and I dance in the morning. So it could be something that once you find and you know that it works for you. But at the beginning, I will just give you a little tip. It's very important to keep yourself grounded. What is this? To keep yourself grounded through the earth, with the earth. And you can move a cord from the center of your heart all the way down to the center of Mother Earth, where there's a crystal in there. And from there, anything can be released very gently from your own organism. And then she can send you more love, unconditional love back, and support, the motherly support. It's needed whenever we're releasing and we're ascending. And from there, from your heart, you can expand your heart's energy, your unconditional love outwards in every single direction, creating a beautiful sphere. And you can give it a color. You can give it a color of green, emerald green, like the color of the heart chakra. Or if you resonate more with purple, or if you resonate more with golden lights, you can do so as well. Or you can use white light. A lot of people at the beginning use white light, a beautiful sphere. What I like to do before I got into dancing with the light language was making it so thick that if anything were to come into my field that was negative and wanted to harm me, it would bounce off and send it back to the person that was sending it. But rather than being something negative, being unconditional love, because that's what they need, and that's what we all crave: unconditional love, support, and understanding. So if you can create a sphere around your entire organism and put yourself inside, knowing that you're safe, knowing that Mother Earth has you, that the universe has your back, and that anything that will come to you, if it's something to try to harm you, it will bounce off and send unconditional love, and feeling it in your heart that is absolutely true. Trust me, it will keep you safe. And it's so important to create a sacred space when you know you're releasing, even if at the beginning you totally forget, because it can happen. Just like find a moment where you're like, ooh, bubble activated. And if you like do it like that, it will activate. You can give it a command. Imagination is your limit. So use your imagination and expand. Expand, protect it. Please protect yourself. Super, super duper important. And so if you try this out and it resonates with you and it works fine, let me know. I love to hear from you. If not, maybe we can try something different. Who knows, you know? So I hope this helps. I'll see you next time. Many blessings.